What the fuck happened to my rack? The Niles is gone, and the Dynaco's gone. Well, last Saturday night, and just the other reason I didn't put a video out last weekend, wait a minute, I gotta kill a fucking cricket. Son of a bitch. Bastard. Ah, you son of a bitch. Got you, fucker. You're not jumping on me tonight. Manual's good for something. Alright. Where was I? Oh yeah. I'll pick that up later. So the video was gonna be about, oh yeah, where the fuck's my stuff? So yeah, last Saturday night I didn't put any videos out. I was busy swapping out the power supply capacitors in the Dynaco SCA 80Q. And so I swapped the caps out, made sure the polarities were correct and all that good stuff. I plugged it in, there was no sound. By this time it was 2 o'clock in the morning, so I said, you know what, quit while I'm ahead. Went to bed, got up the next morning, and then I realized those stupid wire coils that they put around those caps, they actually go to this junction block, and there's some funky electronics that David Hafler did 50 years ago in that, man. Stuff that, you know, I'm not too impressed with, I'll be honest with you. I mean, the thing sound did good, and I'll get to that in a minute. So Sunday morning I get up, I took a short piece of wire, soldered it from the negative terminal to this funky block underneath, and voila, I got sound again. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever. It's clean, it's good, and the noise was gone. Power supply noise was completely eradicated just by changing out those 3 capacitors, the speaker capacitor and the 2 power supply caps. So, be that as it may, hang on, okay, sorry. Be that as it may, I said, okay, Sunday morning there's that aluminum can capacitor that's, and I never understood this, and maybe you guys can enlighten me, is why the fuck would you want 3 capacitors in 1 can? Where's the space savings? And I know this is probably a thing that goes back to radios in the 1940s or 30s or whatever, but you know, anyhow, so the way the thing is designed is you have the 50 volts that comes in, and then there's 2 resistors strapped across each capacitor, or you know, tying one to the other. So it's a voltage divider. It's a cheesy fucking way to do this, and I remember when I was rebuilding the Bose EQs a few years ago, same shit. You come in with 18 volts, and then the first cap with the series resistor jumps it down to 16 for one section of the circuit, and then another series resistor jumps it down, drops it down to I think it's 16 volts or something like that. And it was a pain in the ass, but whatever. And those are low current circuits anyways, but this is for a fucking power amp. Anyhow, when I rebuilt my Macintosh MC50s a few years back, they don't do that, though. They have localized voltage regulation, so that when you've got, they also had one of those 3-in-1 capacitors, which I ripped out, and I just took 3 capacitors of the same value with a higher voltage rating, tied the grounds together, and then there was a separate lead for each voltage, and there were no resistors strapped across anything, right? No problems. And I even went 1 capacitor at a time, checked my voltages. I did the same thing with this Dynaco, and guess what? Heatsink heated up really bad, and all I got was bzzz coming out of it. And so yeah, so that project is now on hold. Don't know what I'm going to do there. I went on the Update My Dynaco website. I'm probably going to get all the voltage regulator stuff sorted out, but I'd really like to get some sound out of it before I go spending any money on that website. And so that's one thing. The Niles amp was pissing me off because I couldn't get the audio sense to turn off. So every time there was a quiet passage, it would mute the channels and then all of a sudden come back up, which is really, really fucking annoying. And I checked the manual, I checked with a couple of friends, and no, they said if it says there's something wrong with your, I said, you know what, this thing's not worth it. So I tried bypassing it, didn't work. Then I just got pissed off and I fucking tore the transformer out, chucked it in the garbage, took all the fucking 12 amplifier boards, they're all in the fucking garbage. I think they're LM3886 chip amps, right? And so basically what I'm going to do now is one of the 57 volt transformers I've got from when I was blowing up the Orchard Audio amps last year. I'm going to take one of those. My friend Kurt gave the club and nobody took dibs on it, so I grabbed it. There's a Nelson Pass balanced preamp design. There's a European gentleman that sells these boards, and it's all, you know, DIY audio authorized and all this, so it's not some funky, you know, Chinese thing going on. So Kurt gave me the boards, and I said, okay, it's about $100 worth of parts to build up the power supply section, and maybe another $50 worth of parts. And I checked that the transistors are available. So I'm actually going to build a little integrated amp out of it with the pass section as the front end, and then probably 2 monoblock Class D modules for the gain stage. Whether I'm going to go with the cheaper Parts Express ice amps, you know, I was looking at the Bruno Puzzi stuff that I know Thomas is playing with. That's a little on the pricey side. It's about $750, but it's available. Leo's got his latest stuff out, which now he's charging extra for speaker protection, so I'm not too thrilled about that. You know, I was expecting everything to be integrated onto one board, so that's definitely out of it, because that's $1,200 for a pair of those boards. Which, by the way, I'm supposed to be getting a loaner in about a week's time. So I'm probably going to do a quick review on that one, and I know it's going to sound phenomenal. I mean, I just, you know, you guys know I had issues with the no protection and all that stuff. So, and right now, budget-wise, I can't afford it. So, and you know, blowing stuff up, it's not my cup of tea. Well, it is, but not when it's, you know, $350 a board, right? So that's pretty much what's going on in the DIY side of things. I said I wasn't going to fire up any tubes, but that's my audio system right now. These guys are disconnected. I'm not going to drag out the Gelita and the bat, you know, because the whole purpose was put that stuff away for the summer. And yeah, you know, it's basically it, guys. Not much else going on. Obviously nothing to review, just, you know, the channel's turning into more of a diary than actually informing you guys about anything. And I just want to give a quick shout out to I think it's Dave at My Own Devices, right? He through him, he did a live stream last Friday, and it was pretty cool. You know, I got some new subscribers on the channel here, and shout out to you guys. And that's about it, guys. I mean, I'm gonna pump out another one of these videos for tonight, upload everything tomorrow morning, and you know, let me know what you think and correct me on my bullshit. I always expect that. And when are we gonna do a Zoom? You know, a Zoom session. I mean, I could do a YouTube live stream the way My Own Devices did on Friday. It was impromptu and all that, but I'd rather do it a little organized, because I know I seem to have a worldwide audience now, so I want to try to pick a time where everybody can participate. So, alright guys, have a good one, and thanks again for watching. Bye for now. Thanks.